Alright guys, it is afternoon. Heading to the pool. I'm going to meet the wife there and the boys. I think she's hanging out with one of her girlfriends and their kids, her kids. Storms are popping up. Some of these clouds are getting pretty tall, like the one over here to my right. Yeah, that one ain't looking good. Couple of them back in there. They have a severe thunderstorm warning for this area for another hour or two. They're coming from the mountains over there to my right. So we'll see. But we're going to head out there and see what happens. What was I going to say? Oh, from the past videos. Like I said, sorry, it's afternoon. You know the deal. I yawn. I know it's not very good etiquette on a video, but too bad. Real world here, not make-believe. Where I recommended, carrying, let's see, I get around this guy. I'm speeding up, and so are they. They will not let me around them. Some people do that. They just don't feel comfortable with you in front of them or getting around them. God forbid, they got to be in front of you. Which I don't care. I'm going to duck behind them and just cruise along. I ain't in no rush here. As you heard in my last videos or so, Carrie can fix a flat, and that bug thing, afterbite. Get it at Walmart. It helps with stings and all that other stuff. You get bit by a horsefly or bee or even on mosquito bites, it stops them instantly. It works great. It's like a little roll-on pen, and you can just throw it in your bag or even in the front glove box. If a bee or something like that gets in your shirt and stings the crap out of you, at least you can, subside the pain a little bit or the irritation. And to fix a flat, it might get yourself out of a bad situation, bad area or whatever. Just not a good place to be. Just until you get it to a gas station at least, or home. What else was I going to bring up? I had another thought on my head while I went back to work from lunch, and I forgot what it was. It was a comment from a viewer, and I cannot remember what I was. I remember it was great. It was a great comment. All the comments are great. But this one was going to start a good conversation. I can't remember what it is now. I'm sorry. Like I said, this is the real world. This isn't make-believe. Look at how great I could edit a video, and I got all my crap together. It's not the way it is. I got 2 kids and a wife, and I work all the time, and I lose my mind, okay? Just like everybody else. That's just the way it is. Yeah, I get a kick. This is the subject, but I just thought of it. I get a real big kick out of the people that make videos with the Rykers, or not so much with motorcycles, because of course they are strictly in it for the views and how many subscribers they can get. So they put the clickbait out there. But I've seen these guys that started with the Can-Am and building some videos, and they were very basic like mine, and now they're getting into more of the graphic design thumbnails. Oh, here you go. I forgot all about this one we talked about earlier, about going down the road for 4 or 5 miles at 70 miles an hour. You are doing 6,000 RPM. It's crazy, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm right at 70 miles an hour, and steadily doing between 6,000 and 6,200, depending if I'm giving it some gas. But anyway, yeah, these guys are doing these more graphic designing, photoshopping thumbnails, and making it more like clickbait, so you will click on their video so they get the views, and it brings their ratings up or something, I guess. I don't know what the heck it does to them. But, just to get the viewers and subscribers and all that, they're resorting to that. They put a pretty girl on the bike, or they lay on the ground and have the bike there and make some weird caption just so you'll click on it. And as you see mine is the bike and the road. And that's what the story is about when you're clicking on it, and that's what you're seeing on my thumbnails. I'm not putting no fluff on it and wasting your time to click on something and it's not what you're expecting. Yeah, I mean, you see a picture just like what you see in front of me right now and talking about heading to the pool, that's where I'm heading to the pool. I'm not putting some girl in a bikini standing in front of my bike and all and say, what a crazy trip to the pool, and most of it is just this. And you see that person for a split second. All right, I'm back. I cut that out there. I was talking about the thumbnails, but I cut that all out. It was all boring. But yeah, I'm not going to do that and pee people off. It's a good way to lose subscribers and also your credibility. Anyway, that's it. I really wish I remembered. I got to write that stuff down. With this old age, I'm just turning senile. You know, you hit 20 years old and you lose your mind. Yeah, 20. Yeah, I hit 50 and it's like, holy crap, I can't remember anything anymore. I got so much on my mind. All right, this slows down to 45 here, and you really got to watch. You get yourself in trouble with a ticket, so I'm going to drop down. I'm at about 48. And I got to get over to the left once this car comes by. Who happens to be a policeman. That's an unmarked police car. Ain't I lucky that I slowed down and didn't try whipping around in front of him. I wasn't even looking now. I didn't even pay attention until I saw all the little flashy lights on the bumpers and around the license plate. Oh well, that's why you gotta not pay attention, you gotta behave on this thing while you're out on the highway. You know, the mirrors stink. You can't see nothing out the mirrors. Alright, I'm gonna edit this out. Hey, look at that. Quick edit. Look at that storm coming right there, though. Great gosh. Alright, let me buzz in here. Yeah, this is only like 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most from our house. A beautiful pool. The only bad part about it is you got to buy stock in this community, and X amount of shares of it, to get one stock note or whatever, and then you could be a member. Then you got to buy the membership for the pool every year, which isn't too much. It's like $450, which you can't buy the chemicals and all that for your own pool around your house for that price. Plus there's 3 ponds or lakes that you can fish. You get access to those with a canoe or whatever you want to bring in it, which is real nice. So I take the boys there. But it is right up here. They got tennis courts, volleyball courts, basketball courts, nice pool. They do barbecues. They do Friday nights, beer and wine and cheese for the adults. So we got a babysitter. We did that last Friday. There's the Tahoe over there to the right. That's my Tahoe right there in the grass. So the wife's here. It's emptying out because it's almost 5 o'clock. So, alright, let me edit this out and I'll catch you guys later. Alrighty, that was quick. Did not even go swimming. There was lightning too close. It's so many miles away. So they closed the pool and waiting for the storm to pass, but it does not look like it's going to pass. It's actually brewing even worse. So I told the wife I am boogieing home before I get caught in some hail or nasty weather. Like I said, I don't mind riding in it, but I'm also not stupid. If you have the opportunity to get out of the rain, get yourself out of the rain. I mean, come on. But yeah, they were still hanging out in their swim trunks and their swim clothes, the girls were, and lounge back, even though the sun's not even out. I think they do it just to relax. Her girlfriend was reading a book. Just lounge back while the kids were playing in the playground area. They got a real nice playground area for the kids and volleyball court. They got it hooked up there, real nice. We went with her last year as guests, and we went quite a few times. There's that storm, great gosh. Quite a few times, so that's why the wife waited, and there's actually a large waiting list to get in because you have to buy the stock and nobody's selling the stock. we had somebody that wanted to sell it, so, or somebody we knew. So we said, yeah, we'll jump on it. And within, I'd say, a half hour to an hour, she had 4 or so people saying they'll take it. So luckily we talked to her right there. All right. We're going to take a little bit of back roads right up through here and go that route. Hopefully I can edit that out there. That got all boring coming down the highway. I will work on editing that out and see how that comes out. I got to get around this car so I can see what's going on here. Let me let this second one here go and then take off. Oh, wear the tire down. It must have been oil on the road, because I would never spin the tires on this thing. Never. I don't drive like that. But yeah, so we were lucky to be sitting there at the pool with her and know her from friends and all that, that when she said, yeah, I'm selling mine, we said, oh, okay, we'll take it. We didn't even hesitate, because as soon as they heard, on Facebook or whatever, she was talking about it would be her last year, she's selling. There was like 4 or 5 people that wanted it, so we were lucky. But yeah, I think it's really worthwhile. Then you'll get your money back in the stock. You just turn around and sell it when you decide to back out. The pool membership, I think it's $450, $425 a year. To me, that's really not bad. I mean, you don't have to clean the pool, you don't have to nothing. Winterize it and break it open in the spring and all the chemicals during the year, and deal with the neighbors' kids coming over all the time. While the neighbors will use you as a babysitter. They won't even come, at least in our neighborhood, they don't even come out of the house. They just send their kids out. They don't even know where they're at. And I mean, you don't even see the kids outside. I mean, the parents, when the kids are outside. And yeah, they're, my son's older now, 16, but even at 12, 13 years old, the parents would just send them out and you would never see them all day. Nothing. Wouldn't get a phone call, wouldn't ask if their kid's over there, nothing. So yeah, if we got a pool, that's the last thing I'm going to do, is have all these neighborhood kids over there for my wife to feed and give drinks to and watch. And if God forbid they get injured, they're going to be like, why'd you let that happen to my kid, and everything else. And then I told her, because we seriously talked about getting a pool. And then I told her, if you do, you just got to have the parents understand that if their kid comes over to swim, they have to be with them. Not that we care that they're there or whatever. It's the point that if something did happen, that the parents will witness that it's not, oh yeah, how low that guy is coming out of the airport. That's a nice plane. Squirrel. Say I get sidetracked. Just that they know it wasn't neglect on our part and we weren't watching them or letting them do something dangerous, when a kid got injured or something happened, that they were there as a witness and they can't turn around and try to throw the screws to you. And of course that would start a big conflict, like, okay, that's fine, you're not going over Johnny's house then, because I'm not going over there, I'm not going to sit out in the sun. And that's the sad thing about a lot of the people in our neighborhood. We live in a cul-de-sac in our one end right there, and I will pretty much guarantee you I am the only parent that's out there playing ball with their kids. I will put money on it. And I might see it in one of the other streets. I know of another gentleman that we're going to hook up to go fishing and everything, and he does a lot of ball playing with his kids. But other than that, it's not. I mean, I'm like, why do you live in this kind of neighborhood and not come out and socialize and play with your kids, or let your kids, do stuff outside? So, just my pet peeve, just one of my things. I could be wrong, but to me, I try to give my kids the childhood that they will talk with their kids about and laugh about when I'm long gone. That's all they have, is the memories that you give them. Make them good ones. But that's it. So I did not get to go swimming. I'm still in my pants and my shirt and hot as heck. It's not as bad now because the sun is blocked by this big storm over to my left here. You can see it's starting to come over the road in front of me. I'm doing about 50. Yep, 50. And this is like, I think 50 through here, or 55, something like that. I didn't look. And this will come out by the food line. There we are, at the food line. I will edit that somehow. Get that in there, because that's boring. Boring. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do once you learn how to edit. You know, you separate the audio track from the video, and you can put any video you want over that audio track. It doesn't matter. You could double. I double it. I double my audio track. That way I can put it on 2 channels. You could lower one and block out noise on the other one. And you do a whole bunch of stuff, and it's really not that difficult. And it makes for a little bit better video. So like through here, I could throw in videos of fishing, I could throw in videos of whatever, and still keep talking about the bike, and you know, it's no big deal. That's why I could be talking and cut to another video clip and have my voice talking about something else as the video clip changes. Anyway, that's it. Heading home. You guys have a great afternoon. I will talk to you soon. Bye.